being a news director is, from, I guess, my perspective of, I was always on a different shift than you, so I never really had much interaction with a news director, but it kind of seemed like your job, the bulk of it is making sure everything runs smoothly, that everything's going well, right? But then like there was a whole path that, and this is just kind of from hearing other people's conversations with you, but like it's more of like a career guidance, or allows for a lot of that kind of stuff because, if anybody's listening and they don't know how the news world works, it's kind of like a market jump or going up market size game as much as possible, right?
Yes. So Sioux City, we were market 148 or 149, depending on which year, So I think we're still at 148. So this is considered a small market. So reporters come here fresh out of college, to learn and then move up. So that's why you see a lot of new faces at all three stations every, year and a half to 2 years.
Yep.
And we always get the emails from the public, oh, we really loved so-and-so. And it's like, yeah, but now they're moving on to a bigger city because that's the goal.
Yeah, watch out, Tulsa.
So, yeah. So yes, this is kind of, where you kind of learn everything.
Yeah.
So I always encourage my staff. I know they're not going to be here forever. When I got to Sioux City, honestly, I thought I was going to be here 1.5 to 2 years and out. I was on a mission. I was like, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to do the Midwest. We're going to do tornadoes. Boom, check. Because I had already checked off hurricanes, Texas. Check. All right, tornadoes, check. And
Cartel wars, check.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, and my ultimate goal was always go back to the West Coast, go back to California, do the news in LA. Now I'm like, ooh, no, I don't want to go back. I want to stay here. I'm good. I'm very small,
Sioux City pace of life has a draw to it.
Yes. Yeah. Every time I visit my family back in LA, I'm like, how do you guys live here?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You guys wait in traffic for an hour? Like in Sioux City, I consider traffic hitting a stoplight.
4 miles.
Yeah.
It's like we live the good life here. Good, no traffic, you don't have to, you go to a restaurant, maybe you're going to wait 5 minutes, not an hour and a half to 2 hours.
With reservations.
Yeah, or being able to get a reservation. So I'm going to be in Siouxland as long as they keep me. I love it here. This is my home now. So where was I? I got off topic.
You were talking about like coaching and giving advice. Yeah.
So this is a great market for reporters to start out, and then they move up the chain, to different states, bigger.
Because you really, without like market jumping in size, like you moved up like position wise pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Which is a testament, I guess, to like all of the extra roles and responsibilities you've been taking on like at every job. So that's very interesting. A lot of, people ask me like, how do you do what you do? Like, how did you get in a place where you could open a business? And like, that's kind of my advice every time, where it's like, take the bigger opportunity whenever one comes. People who are like my parents' generation, there was still a lot of emphasis placed on loyalty to a workplace almost, where people will get their first job out of college and 30 years later, they retire from that job, right? And it just like doesn't really exist in that way for a lot of people now. So it's interesting to see like how, unfortunately, that's lent itself to a lot of people just getting out of Sioux City as soon as possible to move up to a bigger city, bigger pay raise or whatever. But
yeah, in our industry, if you get the opportunity, if you're interested, in learning how to edit, learning how to shoot footage. At my station, we cross-train everybody. So everybody, we've had production assistants become directors. We've had production assistants become reporters.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever you're interested in, you just have to talk to your boss and say, is it okay? Like, can I try doing a story? Can I try doing a news package? I'm always going to say, yeah. You want to learn this? You want to learn how to produce? We will teach you, train you, because you never know. You may have gone thinking, oh, I just want to do audio. And now you're, the star reporter on the team. So it's really cool, over the years to have hired and just seen people move up and grow.
And I think, when I was there, Jacob Heller hadn't been the morning news anchor for long, but he had started out on the production side.
Yeah.
So it was interesting for me to hear that right away. I was like, you did my job and now you do this.
Yeah. We've had a lot of those stories. So it's great that they find something they love and just trying to learn as much as they can.
I like it. And I like to hear that you're planning on staying in Sioux City for as long as possible.